Hey everyone, welcome to Whole Artist Mastery. I'm Marianne Mitchell. As always, I so appreciate reading your comments that you leave behind after videos, and some of you actually email me with questions. And one of the questions recently was, how do you get the luminosity that you get in your paintings? So today's discussion is going to be addressing how I get the luminosity I get in my paintings. And we're also going to be looking at a couple of other artists in history who have achieved true luminosity, one abstract and one landscape representational painter. So the painting here that I want to talk with you about, that's my painting, is titled Collaboration, and it's oil on panel and it's 36 inches square. So how do you create luminosity? It's really mostly created by color relationships and value relationships. So in terms of color relationships, there are several different relationships that need to exist in order to really bring out that luminous quality. It has to do with opposite colors talking to each other, so like blue and orange, or purple and yellow, or green and red, as well as what I call reflected colors happening next to the strong color that's of the same color family. The other aspect that creates luminosity in your painting is high contrast value. So the darkest dark and the lightest lights are working together. Now that doesn't have to be necessarily present in all paintings to create luminosity, but the color relationships do need to be present in order to create luminosity. So here we are. I'm going to talk about some of the relationships here, and you'll get an up-close and personal view as well. So let's start with opposite color relationships. So over here, there's a purplish kind of gray brown. It's not entirely purple, but it has purple undertones. The opposite color to purple is yellow. So the yellow right here is giving light to this purple, and this purple here is giving light to the yellow. So when one of them is missing, the other one becomes flatter. In other words, there's color depth being created in this relationship. Another relationship that's creating color depth is the orange, the strength of the orange, and the blue, which floats throughout the whole piece, but specifically this blue here and the stronger version of blue rather than the lighter version of blue up here is talking to the strength of this orange here. So again, without one, the other one becomes flatter. So they're creating what I call color depth and play between those two colors. Another relationship has to do with the strong color and the reflected color. So this again is the strong orange, and to its side, juxtaposed, is a muted orange, or what I call a reflected orange, that's holding the strength of this orange. And this orange is giving light to the more muted orange. So they're working together to create luminosity. The same thing is happening here with the strength of this yellow being paired with a muted creamy color that has yellow, a yellow transparent film on it, so that the yellow creaminess of this color is keeping this from becoming too strong and dominating the entire piece. And the brilliance of this yellow is giving light to this more muted area in the painting. The edges of this painting are very dark value. They offset or help to illuminate the lighter values that are around the edges. So the lightest value in the whole painting is right here, juxtaposed to the darkest value of the whole painting. So together, they're creating depth. So your whole experience as you look at this painting is one of moving through light and color and an overall sense of luminosity in the painting. I'm going to talk about two paintings that I believe are really achieving great luminosity. One is by Frederic Church of the Hudson River School, which was a school in the mid-19th century, mid-1800s in the Hudson River Valley in upstate New York. And the other is by Mark Rothko, who was an abstract expressionist in the 40s and 50s. In the 20th century. So let's go to the paintings. This is the Frederic Church painting. It's called Cotopaxi in Ecuador, and it was done in 1862. Frederic Church is part of the Hudson River School of Painters, which was in the middle of the 19th century in the Hudson River Valley in upstate New York. So I picked this piece because of Frederic Church has a capacity to capture luminosity unlike most landscape painters, and I've been studying how he does this. And as I look at the brilliant yellow of the sun here, this is being reflected by the reflected yellow below. And then below that is this kind of orange-ruddy color, like a burnt sienna color. And then just below that is this brilliant white, warm white. So, and then below that is this reflection of this brilliant yellow. So it's this color combination of brilliant yellow, reflected yellow, darker value, juxtaposed with a brilliantly light value, and then again the reflected color down here that's creating luminosity in this area. But beyond that, the sky over here is blue. I mean, it's a muted blue, but this muted blue is holding the overall orange tones in the painting. So once again, it's that opposite color, the blue and the orange, the muted and the strong, working together to create luminosity. In this area, the value is very light, and that's being paired with the dark value of the branches over here. So when one of these elements is missing, the other element becomes much flatter. The next one we're going to look at is Mark Rothko. I picked this piece. This is untitled, 1954, and I picked this piece because it's working with different color palette, in that the opposite colors here are green and red, although obviously the green has yellow undertones and the red has orange undertones. But within this area, you can see little hints of the green yellow or more yellow, which is a reflection of this brighter green yellow down here. And the darker green up here is talking to the redder areas in this light color. But overall, this is a lighter, more muted color than the greens that flank the muted orangey yellow, sort of whitish color in here. So again, it's the stronger color and the more reflected color that are creating color depth and color movement in this piece. So in the companion piece to this video, I'm actually going to be showing you how to create luminosity in oil paint. So I'm going to be showing you how to use tools, certain painting techniques, color relationships, all that good stuff. So stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and check out the links below. I have all kinds of wonderful online classes that can help you on your artistic journey with visual grammar, composition, entering abstraction with oil pastels, and practical color application for painters. It's a very useful way to understand color. And I invite you to become part of the whole Artist Mastery community, which is about owning your voice and having the technical knowledge and skills that convey your very unique expression. Join me in asking the question, how do I show up as an artist? And how can artists offer whole energy to this very fractured world? I'll see you next time.